Hey everybody, Mediocre Magic Man back at it again. We are here to do another M19 draft. We're starting with less time left on the clock there because I'm doing a bit of a reset. Lena the Selfless Champion is our rare in this pack, and she's pretty good. You gotta have a few creatures, but usually by the time you have 6 mana out, if you have no creatures out, you're not doing well. And Lena pretty much can run away with the game. Well, not on her own. She just makes a bunch of 1/1s, but it's enough of a big effect on the turn that you play it, particularly in white, um, that it's worth taking as the rare. Maybe there's a case to make Lightning Strike, to take Lightning Strike there, but I'm I'm more about trying Lena out. So, um, lots of good blue uncommons in this pack. I really like Exclusion Mage. Departed Deckhand is Departed Deckhand has done pretty well from what I've seen so far. Um, big problem is that aren't a whole lot of cards like that to like. I know Exclusion Mage is good because I've played creatures that bounce things in other formats, and I know that it plays well. Departed Deckhand, I have not played as much because it's sort of a new thing. Well, I guess I have played other cards that make things unblockable. In order for that to work, you need to have other creatures to, like, big threats that you want to get through. It's also still just a 2 mana 2/2 unblockable on its own. I'm gonna take the deckhand. You could have either was probably correct there, but I'm definitely happy to follow it up with a mirror image. So that is strong enough in blue. You got to have other big blue creatures, well, big creatures. They don't have to be blue, but Departed Deckhand already puts us towards wanting to play big creatures because we want things to make unblockable. So I'm gonna take mirror image here. Um, I really like Salvager of Secrets. We don't have any instants and sorceries to get back, but if we're in blue, we'll have some to get. And I think that's probably just gonna be the pick here. I don't really like any of these other things. Rabid Bite is good removal if you're in green, but we're not already. Blanchwood Armor is really strong if you're heavy green, but we're not green at all, so I'm not going to take it to go into green. The only other cards worth looking at, I think, are probably Aether Tunnel or even Wall of Mist. I'm not going to take Wall of Mist over Salvager of Secrets, but I found it to be more playable than your typical O5 wall. But I think I'm just going to take Salvager here. Cancel is okay. Fell Spectre is okay if you. It in of itself is not the worst. The 4 mana, you get a 1/3 and make them discard. Is definitely playable. If you've got other discard cards, Mind Rots and things, it's pretty good. But I think I just want cancel, and we can just sort of cut out blue here. None of the rest of these cards are really what we're looking for. Satyr Enchanter is an interesting build around, but I'm not going to take a gold in a color that I don't already have some of. So, looks like white is not really open here. Trusty Pack Beast is only good if you've got artifacts to get back. And there's not a whole lot of artifacts that go to the graveyard, so that is a taller order than it sounds. I think the best cards in this pack are really either Doom Dissenter or Macabre Waltz. I think I'm going to take Macabre Waltz. That's a more splashable card if I end up still in blue-white, but it doesn't look very likely at this point. So maybe I should be taking red. Havoc Devils is pretty good. I let a Siegebreaker Giant go earlier, um, which was a sign. that, or I just pick the card that is safer colors. But it's... I don't really think I need that. Devils is double red, so it's... I really don't want to do that. I think I'm just going to take this explosive apparatus. Cinder Barons. So if I do end up... Well, I'm not in either of those colors. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm still on the red from the previous pack is in my head. I think I probably just want Disperse. I'm definitely in blue, and I like the control aspect of Disperse. Definitely like it over Ghost form, because we're not really aggressive. So, yep. So maybe green is also open. I really like Talons of Wildwood. Again, if you're in green, I don't know if I want to take it to go into green. It's either that or I take Swift Claw and stay in my lane. I don't really want gear per guide. I really don't like Swift Claw, so I'm just going to take Talons and see what follows through. I think I want Anticipate over a second Disperse. Just because I can get, there's also Totally Lost in the set as far as bounce goes. And I feel like the odds are higher of pulling a second Disperse than Anticipate. Maybe I'm wrong though. We'll see. I think Neonate is undervalued in this format. It's not fantastic, but it's definitely playable. To see it this late in the pack, pretty surprising. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Yes, I take Wall. That's not bad. I'm satisfied with that. Doesn't matter. I guess Knight's Pledge. I guess I could still end up in white. Interesting, the white cards that came around on the boot. Like, I wasn't really thrilled when this came around earlier, but it's still playable. I don't know. Not really. Not really. Red's got the equivalent card, but it has Menace. Okay. Ooh. This card is a powerhouse. And we did see a lot of green coming around late in the last pack. It's either that or Meteor Golem. Meteor Golem is good in any deck. But I don't really have ramp, so it's pretty hard to get to 7. Although this requires us to have a lot of mana as well, because you need to be able to activate it. I'm just going to play it safe and take Meteor Golem. See, now there's some decent white cards. Maybe we could just... the people to our right were in white, but maybe we can cut them out of it in pack 2 and still end up with a pretty decent blue-white deck. And with that in mind, I think I just want to take Gallant Cavalry. 2 creatures on 1 card is pretty good, particularly if we're still trying to make Lena work. We can continue down that path and take a cheap dude. Or we can go with Divination. Is it a dude? I don't know. So I could either go with Divination or Mighty Leap. I think I want Divination. Getting back Divination with Salvager Secrets seems to go pretty long, and I kind of like that. Yeah, because I'm not going wide enough yet to justify the Inspired Charge. I don't have any artifacts, so I don't think Scholar of the Stars is the pick here. So looks like it's just cancel. There's nothing really else in white, and oh, I could hedge back into black for this Lich's Caress. Still not committed to white, and it would be good to have hard removal. I do also have the golem. Cancels kind of removal, but not really. We do need to make up our mind here at some point. I think I'm gonna actually take the caress. I'm still gonna keep betting. I think cancels can come back. I don't think that Lich's caress ever will. Meandering River or Totally Lost are what I'm looking at here. I'm definitely not on any of these red or green cards. That's not happening. See, the problem is that our white is not really, like, Lena isn't really splashable, so if we do end up in blue-black, we probably aren't going to splash white, but I still feel like it's pretty likely we end up in blue-white primary, so I'm going to take this river. Okay. I literally like Ravenous Harpy, I really like Skeleton Archer, I don't really like any of these white cards. I don't really have any synergies with Ravenous Harpy because you got to be red-black for that, though. So I think I'm going to take Skeleton Archer and we're just going to cut out white. Unless something insane comes around. No. I don't really like any of these. I guess I'll take Sanctuary. Maybe I could still splash if I end up with enough duels in white. Nope. Well, none of these are good for us. I don't really like Rustwing Falcon unless you got equipment to put on it or auras, which is not what we're doing. Not in green for Dreadmaw. Stitcher or Sovereign's Bite is barely playable if you're got life gain triggers going on. And I don't think Stitcher Supplier is good. There's not enough Reanimator to make that viable. These white cards coming around are interesting. They want to reward us for going wide, but we just don't have the ability to do that. We've only got 11 creatures. So I think it's Mighty Leap. It's more splashable if we end up doing that. I will definitely take cancel here. I guess another Mighty Leap? I'm not playing Inspired Charge. I don't need 3 cancels. This is a weird brew that we've got going here. Wow. Could have 3 Inspired Charge so far. How many do we actually have in the various colors here? Alright, so yeah, we're definitely white. There we go. That makes it more secure. I needed to sort by this because I was not keeping track properly. Well, I guess the Mighty Leaps there at the end really sort of skewed where we were before. But Valiant Knight is pretty good. Just a 4-mana 3/4 is all right, and then with a threaten to give it double strike, just itself, like that alone is worth playing for your 4 mana. Plus, I've got other knights. Who doesn't want more first strike? Knight's Pledge doesn't make it a knight. That's annoying. So yeah, we're gonna take Valiant Knight here. We're gonna sort back to converted mana cost. Ooh, I like Sleep. Sleep seems pretty good. I like get a bunch of creatures down, play Lena to get a bunch more, and then just go to sleep. I'm gonna kill you now. Alright. Bone to Ash is pretty good, but we're not really a control deck. So it's either Bone to Ash or Divination, sorry. I think for this particular deck, we've already got 3 cancels, so I think I want Divination. Oh wait, no, hold on. I need to gear myself back into white. I want Galleon Cavalry here. We want more creatures is currently what we're building towards. We might end up bringing this Inspired Charge back in, depending upon how this continues. I like Essence Scatter. I also kind of like the idea of taking Forsaken Sanctuary. Try and splash that Lich's Caress. That seems really greedy, though. Can't splash a double colored card. I'm just going to take the Essence Scatter. So we're at 30, but we don't really want all these Mighty Leaps. We're not going to play these cards. So we actually do still need to pick up some playables, although we can bring this back in. You do need to find some more creatures. The indecisiveness about black has cost us here. We could have had another Gallant Cavalry. That would be great in our deck. So, probably just Swiftclaw. Just want a 2-drop creature. Yep. Yeah, I want to get these walls out. So now we're at 23. So we're hoping to upgrade a bunch of these cards. I'd like to upgrade these walls for some better creatures. I'd like to update at least one of these cancels into a creature. Probably get something to get rid of this apparatus. That's a lot to hope for. We're hoping to get a lot of playables going forward here. Luckily, we got a few creatures that are more than one. I like Omen Speaker. Nice 2-drop creature. Like it over Rustwing Falcon. Scrying is pretty good. Take the bone. No, I gotta take the tusk. Again, is another creature. It's a knight, which works with the Valiant Knight, and 3/7 with Vigilance is pretty good for your 6 mana. You can definitely do worse than that. So, Essence Scatter or Totally Lost. I'm kind of trying to play creatures relatively early, so I think I want Totally Lost if I'm trying to win. Not to mention I've already got a bunch of other counter spells, so Rise from the Grave is a splashable card, and I got one piece of fixing. So probably not doing that. Probably just Rustwing Falcon. Just a couple, so we've upgraded those. I've lost count, so I'm going to go through there. Knight of the Tusk is playable. Guess Anticipate. I'm probably not going to run it, but we're going to wait until I can calmly look at the rest of the deck before we decide what's happening. Okay. Pack Beast is on color. It's a creature. It's probably not getting played. Dissenter, I guess. Wow, nobody is in green because that Dreadmaw should not have been there. So, how are we doing here? Come on. A little bit to fit. So, we're at 30 cards minus the 1 land, so 29. Which means we need to make 6 cuts. I'm going to cut the apparatus. I'm going to cut this Pack Beast. I don't need 3 cancels. I think I only want 2, especially if I'm playing an Essence Scatter. I also think I only want it 1 Anticipate at the most. So now we got 2 more cuts to make. Probably might. I'm looking at Totally Lost and Disperse. Well, no, just because they do pretty well to like seal the deal after we've got a bit of a start going. Just get rid of a blocker, keep pushing through. But Totally Lost is really expensive for that, so I think that's going to be the cut. I'll bring it back in if I see an Auras based deck. So now we're at 24. Need to make but a single cut. I think it's probably Anticipate. Um, Pretty loaded up on the 2-drop slot there, and we don't really want to hold up our turn. We'd rather play some of these things. So yeah, we're gonna try it like this. Add those lands to the deck, save it, and go for round 1. Welcome to round 1. Looks like we're gonna be playing first here. I definitely like this. It's what I've got in the hand is pretty slow, but I've got Omen Speaker so that I don't miss until I get there. So we're gonna play an island and Pious. They're just gonna cycle crash through on turn 1. Okay, that's certainly a maneuver that can be done. I definitely want both of those. I'm not going to be able to cast Gallant Cavalry next turn, so I'm going to put that on top first and then draw cancels, and then maybe I'll just cancel whatever they try and do on their turn 3. So, pass. That's not bad. We can block that with our 1-3 and cancel whatever they try and do next turn. I think is going to put us a pretty decent amount ahead. Skip into their turn, but then use the 1 key so we don't skip through it. Yeah, I'm still going to go ahead and cancel that. It's going to come back. Well, do I want to cancel that, or do I want to hold on to cancel their dragon? I don't think they're going to have a dragon on 5. No, I'm going to go ahead and do this, because then I got a target for Salvager later. I don't think they're going to play a dragon on 4. So it would be too long anyway, and this just slows them down enough. Maybe I'll regret it, but see, I don't really want to block with either of these, so I'm going to go ahead and not swing with the Omen Speaker. Okay. So I think next turn is the cheapest they could have a dragon, which would be the 3/3. And if they do it then, they don't have the mana to get back Spit Flame. So they might not do that. Yeah, and I don't want to cast Sleep here. It is kind of tempting to think about trying to cast Sleep, get through, and then salvage your secrets to get back Sleep. So let's see, how much damage does that get through for? Assuming... So they get through for 5 this turn, and then next turn 3 if they play something that blocks. And otherwise I hit for 10. No, I'm just gonna do this salvager and hold up cancel and try and go wider. I really want the 1-2 from the first and the second to really get there off of sleep. Not have to count on buying it back and trying to figure out where I'm going to be when that happens. There's too much variance in trying to plan that far ahead. So I can play a land, play a Swift Claw, and leave up cancel. So much damage am I showing right now? 2, 5, 7, 9, 10. It's gonna be no. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for sleep next turn. Because then if they play one creature, it's just lethal. Oh no, wait, I was looking at the life totals wrong. They're still at 20. I still think that's probably now is probably the time. It's just gonna get worse for me as they get a bigger board state and have more things to do. I need to be able to basically get through. So they're going to probably play one creature this turn, and then I'll get through for 8, and then I just need to get through for 2 on the turn after. That's going to help putting down 2 creatures after this attack. Oh no, wait, for 7. I did my math wrong. Oh no, I thought almost every creature was lethal. Luckily, the opponent is low enough now that they're really on the back foot here, and without some kind of big like board wipe, which I don't think there is, um, it's going to take them a long time before they can reach a board state where they can be safe to swing. Because right now they need to block. They've got 4 creatures, and they need to block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They gotta block. They gotta block 4 of them, 5 of them. So they need to play a creature and leave up in order to not die. Unfortunately, the 3 volcanic dragons and Spitflame is a really good combo. They did not get back the Spitflame though. They've got to be sitting on shock is the only reason that they would do that. And so now they've got 5 creatures to our 6 attackers. So we swing through and we get through for 1 and kill 2 of their creatures. But then they're just left back. Now, I think I'm going to hold out till I've got something that breaks the stalemate. Yep, there was the shock, as expected. Killed one of the night tokens. Comfortable to swing in with the 1/1. Alright. Departed Deckhand will do it. See, do I have enough mana? to, I have 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can get through with something this turn to put them at 1, which we're definitely going to do. I just hope they don't have removal for it. Activate on, I guess, the token. Yep, that will kill the deckhand, but this thing will still be unblockable. It's too many land drops away from trying to sandbag it to try and have enough mana to play it and double activate. That requires 10 mana, which is too far away. So 1-1 on the blockers, but as soon as we get one creature ahead, Spitflame is still in their graveyard, luckily. We've really managed to dodge that bullet by them feeling the need to hold up for the shock. Double cast? Oh no. Act of treason? Okay. Am I just dead this turn? So let's see. 4, 8, 10, or 4, 8, 9, 10. Hmm. So we're gonna take 10 in the air. We can block here, and we don't take anything there. And then that's a total of 6. So yeah. All right. So we gotta do blocks. So we don't have any instants and sorceries. So we block like that. And then we're taking 9 in the air plus 6. That'd put us at 1. And then so what if they have Sure Strike? It doesn't matter. Because they can, well, no, let me think. So what can they have? They could have Shock that goes right to the face, or they could have Sure Strike. So we need to prevent 3 more damage here. Can we prevent 3 more damage while keeping... Well, we get to keep our 2 creatures anyway, so we just need to prevent 3 more damage no matter what. So I'm going to double up on that. And like that, unless something goes awry, one of these creatures gets to live, as well as the Omen Speaker, the Cavalry, and the Rustwing Falcon. And I only take 9. Oh no, wait, neither of these get to live. I was reading it backwards. It's still fine because I get the Cavalry and the Falcon back. And attack with all. Alright. We got a little worried there with their alpha. Had to make sure we played it out correctly, but I think we made the safest plays. Sure Strike would have been the problem there if they could have just stacked on 3 more damage then it would have been bad, so we needed to plan accordingly. Submit. I don't think we saw anything that really makes us want to make any changes. I guess there's an argument to bring in the Mighty Leap against their flyers, but rather just sneak under them. And what are the odds? I'm assuming that those 3 of the dragons were all 3 that they had. If they have more than that, then I don't know how we beat that anyway. I like this hand. It's good, good early. I really love a hand with Omen Speaker in it. Ooh, and having cancel is pretty nice. It's a slow start for them. Disperse is pretty nice, so that way if they get something threatening down, we can disperse and then cancel it. I don't really want that Rustwing Falcon. Nor do we need to draw the land this turn. I'm going to go ahead and bottom both of those. Now we're going to be stuck on 4 and never get to cast this knight. I'm going to be sad, but... So we're just going to... I'm going to hold... I want to see if I can get them to... No, it's not worth trying to get them to do nothing. Plus, they might just have a pump spell for this deckhand. We saw them play a couple of them, so... So if we hit an island next turn, we've got the ability to disperse and cancel. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and attack and play the cavalry. I don't think it's worthwhile to not do anything to try and hold up cancel. Oh man, they have nothing. So I'm not gonna play the deckhand. I'm just gonna wait and cancel whatever they play. If they're this stuck being unable to play it, whatever is in their hand, then whenever they get the mana to do it, I'm assuming what they play is gonna be good. Except for that, I'll let that go. I don't. Well, let's see. Yeah, that's when a dragon enters the battlefield. So I'm going to hold up on that and then counter their dragon. So we're just going to pass. And there's the dragon. I'm going to go ahead and get in, and I'm going to salvage her to get back the cancel. Seems better than getting the other creature in, just because next turn they're probably just going to try and play another dragon, and then I can just sort of get them to loop through their whole turn by dispersing it and then countering it again. They will get back the spit flame, but that's fine. So yeah, they're gonna actually swing. If they swing, then they do actually get something for their value because they'll get in for 4 damage. Otherwise, I'm just gonna disperse it, and their whole turn will have been wasted. All right, well, we're just gonna take that. So they don't have enough mana to both try and play it and Spit Flame. They're just gonna play Bogart Brute. That's fine. So mana would have been nice here. I still want to hold up the cancel. I'm not letting that dragon resolve again. So I'm probably going to just play... I'm going to swing first with the two creatures that trade with Brute. It'll probably trade and use the Spit Flame, and then I'll play the Line Breaker and pass. Yep, that's fine. Oh, they're just going to take two. Alright. 1, 2, and I'm going to leave up like that just because I can represent more things that way. Yep, that's a no. So probably just swing with all three. They gotta block one of these two, so Omen Speaker just gets to get in for free. And then no, I'm gonna play Knight of the Tusk, and then next turn deckhand and activation wins the game, no matter what they do. Unless they can kill both the Salvager and the Knight. Seems unlikely, but I've seen crazier things. Nope, they're just gonna concede. All right, so played a little bit slower, but we got there. So, hey, welcome to round two. Looks like our opponent has won the die roll this time, and they're gonna be playing first. Ooh, this hand is very sliced. Yeah, it's got no playable spells. Yeah, we got a mulligan. Wow, this is not much better, but we're definitely going to keep this over the other one. We're going to put that on the bottom because we really want to draw a source of white. Alright, that's a start. So we're probably facing a black-white life gain deck. Alright, well, I would have much preferred a land before that come around, but hopefully there's just nothing but lands going forward. It'll be fine. Yeah, that's a land. That's a good start. Go ahead and play our 2/2 unblockable. Okay. So red-black. Playing the Neonate. Red-black defenders. Oh man, my unblockable guy is going to get through. I mean, they're not. That's not really defender, but it might as well be. Is it worth it to have another 2/2 unblockable? I think I'm going to go for it just because I don't know if I'm going to get to do anything else with my mana anytime soon. Like, if I knew I was going to be able to get to Lena and then mirror image Lena, then yeah, but uh, we're going to play the cards as we can play them. Blood divination. Okay. That's not bad for the dragon egg. Well, we just need to hope for lands. Source of White be pretty good. Valiant Knight would be a spicy meatball. See, I'm not actually sure who wins this race. No, we're gonna take the damage. This probably was wrong. The wrong decision. We're not blocking any other flyers anyway. This is not looking so good. I was feeling okay, but now they've put down enough power in the air. So let's see, they're gonna hit us for 7, 8, 9, and then we can come back for 7. It's not quite enough. We also can't do anything about those flyers. Yeah, nope. There's so well, hold on. We can play one. Man, land would have been nice because then we have a blocker for the demanding dragon. So if I get through this time. Oh no, wait, but they've got an activation. So yeah, they're gonna activate at the end of turn to put us to 4. Even if we have a single blocker, we take the dragon token plus a pump, plus both pumps. We're just it's just lethal. Yep. Concede. Okay. What do we do about that? Don't really want to, like, I guess Disperse is pretty good against the Dragon Egg token. It's not really good against Demanding Dragon, not unless you can follow it up with a cancel. Thinking about trying to bring in Mighty Leap because of the number of flyers, but I just don't know what I want to cut for it. So we're just gonna run it. Alright, looks like this time we'll be on the play. I guess I keep this. Seems pretty aggressive, but luckily it's got a flyer for later when they get their flyers out. Well, that would have been nice. Alright, and my unblockable. Opponent also off to a relatively quick start. Definitely just going to hold up. I mean, it's not like there's anything else to do, and I'm satisfied here to be holding up Essence Scatter. It seems pretty good against them. You're going to hit me for 2. This is a race I'm winning because it's 3-2. Oh, yeah, no. That's going to get out of hand real fast. Alright. Just keep chipping away. Hope we can win the race. Knight of the Tusk is going to be pretty nice when we get there. Feel like it'll stabilize pretty well unless they get their flyers. Yeah, have all the little 1/1s you like. Okay, so we're gonna have the mana for Knight of the Tusk. Is now the time to hold back to try and block, though. So now they're coming in for 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I need to hold back. So I can just eat their 1/1s. So they'll get in with whichever one gets the axe, but and that's probably going to be the only one they swing with. But then next turn we get the knight down, and we're doing fine. Yep, that's going to make contact. 3 dragon egg. Pretty good. Then next turn, hopefully we can get a land and we can be set to activate the deckhand and leave up cancel. 4 mana. Yep, they're going to crack that egg every time. It's a pretty good way to do it. Not a land. That's still pretty good though. So let's see, what did they play last game that was so problematic? Actually, so if they want to kill, I was thinking of trying to activate on this, but in order to kill that, they've got to stack up the goblin 3, 4, 5, 6. So they'd have to stack up everything. So yeah, I'm just gonna not activate the deckhand, swing with the knight. If they chump, that's fine, and then I can hold up both cancel and disperse. Yeah, see, that's why we want to cancel. 1, 2, 3. No to that. Okay, and I'll go ahead and disperse that token. Follow up, just a 2/2. And so now at this point, in order to get through, actually I'm just going to swing, I'm going to activate. I don't see any reason not to at this point. Well, I guess I should do the math. No, I don't have enough mana. 1 more mana and I get to both play this and activate. Target 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Actually, I do just get to get through with all. They're coming back for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, if it's Trumpet Blast, I'm just dead. So we're gonna play conservatively. I think I've got them dead soon anyway. Havoc Devils. Not bad. Okay. Land drop to kill him this turn? That's not a land drop. So probably just activate and because see that then no, it's still not lethal next turn unless I get a land. Or wait, so now they're gonna go to 7, And then with the inspired charge next turn, this is going to be 3 plus 5. So yeah, we've got him next turn. Yeah, that'll happen. I probably... Okay, that's good value. Still don't think they can actually kill us this turn. Alright, yep. And then we block there. We're going to take 7, 8, 9. Yeah. And they're out of spells. And then... Oh, we get to do it all. So we're going to make this guy unblockable. 3, 4. And attack with all. Alright, and we're going to game 3. So, works out a little bit better when they don't play Demanding Dragon. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here we are to game 3. Ooh, no, that's a mulligan. Sleep is nice, but you need creatures. I'll keep this one. It's a little slow, but I like having Essence Scatter. And a cancel, so we are prepared to just say no. We're going to counter a bunch of things while a little dissenter beats us to death. Skip through our turn. Remember to use 6 on our turn, but 1 on theirs for counter magic. Yep. Land for turn. Axe. Uh-oh. That was wrong. Well, unless I'm going to play the line breaker here. And next turn they would do nothing in order to equip and do that. I'm just going to wait. Which is a mistake, actually. Well, the mistake was not playing the island. One way or the other, we should have played the island. I'm going to hold up Counterspell. Hold up this Essence Scatter. Yep, that's going to happen. Took 3 for no reason. Well, I guess it doesn't. I wouldn't have traded anyway. But I guess if I knew that that was what they were doing. Yeah, now I'm okay with it. Because now I'm going to be... See, before it felt wrong. I did kind of take 3 for no reason. But also, I was taking damage to no game plan end. Like, at least this way, I eventually get up to Knight of the Tusk and can block that effectively. I might just double these up, though. Well, now I can play Line Breaker and still hold up Essence Scatter. I can't take more damage, so unfortunately I do just have to trade this off. I really don't want to Essence Scatter that, but I do. Yeah, I can't have having that many creatures get floating around. And if I get a land next turn, I can That's pretty good against me. I can play the Knight of the Tusk. Oh, Valiant Knight. That's also an option. So I can salvage her secrets, get back my essence scatter, and kind of hold on to that the rest of the game. Yeah, I got to, because otherwise he's going to put Marauder's Axe on this Plague Mare and just annihilate me. So we're going to have to do this so that we've got something that can block the Plague Mare. Yep. Okay, back to my hand. It's not looking so hot, but we're not totally dead yet. Now we're probably very dead. That was exactly the kind of thing we needed to cancel. So if I divination draw a land, I can hold up cancel. I can play the Valiant Knight and probably trade with the zombie because they probably put the axe on unless they're feeling really aggressive. But I think that's just what I have to do. I can't afford to take the time off to divinate. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, because if I take all of this and I go to 3, and then I'm just dead to the Plague Mare next turn. So, yeah, I have to block. Oh, no, I didn't want to activate. I want to move to the declare blockers. I don't understand why you've got me stopped here. Now we're going to block the Zombo. And we need to draw a blue creature. That is not a blue creature. So do this. Yeah, there's no way out. Alright, well, we tried. We tried. Welcome to round 3. Looks like our opponent has won the die roll. Probably going to be playing first. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep this. Seems okay. Probably... Actually, I do really like the aggressiveness, and I don't really have a 3-drop play, so I probably am going to play the Falcon turn 1. So just Falcon turn 1, and then the Pledge turn 2, and we'll just have a 3/4 flyer. It seems like not the worst. Yep. Also seems like something that color combination is going to have trouble dealing with. Just really sad it doesn't make it a knight, so I can't give it double strike. I've been playing with this card the whole time, and I just realized it's also a lord, which is kind of embarrassing, but here we are. Yeah, I mean, this is still... I still come out on top doing this. They're going to gain a lot of life between the life link and the fountain. They're gaining 2 of life where we're only dealing 3. But we'll take it over. Especially now that we're going to have a blocker available. That will probably not play the Salvager next turn. I really want to get that value off of it. I'll probably just activate the Knight. Unless they do something that makes it completely useless, like blocking. Oh, that's a better play. Oh, and they're stuck on 2 lands. That's unfortunate. I was too focused on what I was doing and their creatures and artifact that I did not realize there's only 2 lands over there. That is rough. Alright, well, here's 2 3/3s. Yeah, well, that was a astoundingly fast match. It's unfortunate. Our opponent just did not get to play Magic there. So they're playing a probably black-white life gain deck with a splash of green, if I had to guess based on the cards that they played. Just because they played a black-white gain card and a white life gain card, and they had a source of green on the battlefield, but they did not play anything, plus a colorless life gain card. The combination of all 3 of those things means that their deck is probably life gain, and green is not really got a life gain rewards, or generation for that matter. I mean, there's the one common that makes life when it dies, so most likely black-white are their primary colors. Uh, I'll go ahead and keep this. It's a little slow, but if I get one more land, I can divinate. It's a little iffy, but also I'm on the draw. I think it's fine. Plus my Swiftclaw just gets to eat that. Seems no bad. Just gonna hold up to activate, probably. Yep, they got nothing, just an activate. Huh. Alright. Looks like they're probably just in activation land again. We'll go ahead and swing first. I don't see any reason not to. Maybe they got a combat trick and they'll kill it. No, they're just gonna take it. They must really need their life gain triggers. I wonder, so what could be in their hand that they're really trying to get? Okay, that's a pretty good play there. You have to kill my thing. Let's see, what is the worst case scenario for me? Blue, no, it's no blue. Alright. Well, I was debating whether or not I should try and play the Falcon and hold up for cancel in case they try and play, I think Regal Bloodlord would be the big threat here. Um, but since I can't leave up 2 blue, we're just going to go ahead and jam out the Gallant Cavalry. Opponent has all the lands that they need. I guess I'll just play these Falcons. It's going to make for a pretty good inspired charge at some point. It's going to be a long, slow bleed on this Neonate. Oh, they've also got... Flash Boy. Yep, all the life gain. I've seen a lot of life gain cards. I don't see any of their payoffs for it, though. Hey, look, finally a second source of blue. Do I want to... I'm thinking of swinging with the Falcon and Inspired Charging. See, I hit for 6. No, that's not worth it. Particularly, so how many lands am I at now? 4, 5, 6. So one more land. Oh no. Oh, one turn too late for my cancel. That's real bad. It's actually, it could be worse. It would be pure gas is drawing mine. Oh, oh, I called it! I called it! Did y'all see it? I was like, it'd be great, and then there it was. Alright, so they're dead in like a turn or two. Because I'm gonna next turn I'm definitely gonna swing an inspired charge because they're gonna block 1/1 to 1/1, and then all mine will get to live, and then I'll be able to salvage her to get back the inspired charge. It's gonna be good. Rest assured, I have a way to win this combat. Attack with all. And if they don't block, they're just dead. Plus, I've got Knight of the Tusk to follow it up with later. Meteor Golem. Feeling pretty confident about this. They either die or we get to basically eat their whole board. There's a couple of trades that get made, but for the most part, there's no way that we don't come out way ahead here. Because let's see, they block the 3/3 on the 2/2, the 3/2 on the 2/2. Those still are trades. Huh, are they trying to play around it? So then we make trades there. I keep my Lena and my 3 of my inspired charge tokens. No, I get to keep all 4 of them. Seems pretty good. So how much are they going to take with this configuration? 3, 6, 11. Well, no sense in calculating it. We're about to see it. Where does this put them? Down to 3. So if they got lethal next turn, I'm probably salty because they missed the activation on their neonate. Yep, you will get to kill Lena. Okay, that will help for several reasons. So now with that in mind, do I not get back? Because I really like the idea of getting back the inspired charge because it was lethal on the next turn. My Rustwing Falcons both get pumped and go to 6. Or they take 6 when they were at 4. Now they're up to 7. I think I'd rather play it safer. I think I'd rather just swing with the Falcon and play Knight of Tusk and hold up on the Salvager until later. I just need to make sure that I don't get blown out to something similar to what I just did. Which is why I need to leave up blockers, and I need to be prepared for that. Alright. And they can't swing with Lena anymore. Their combined power over there is 7, so I do get to swing with the Tusk, the Knight, Tusk Knight. Riding the majestic beast. So here I probably... So they got one card. I don't think it's a trick. And even if it is, I get to eat Lena. Well, I'm going to Omen Speaker first and see what's coming. Yes. Okay. We're going to put that on the bottom, put that on top. And now we know we're going to win next turn, so there's no need for aggressive swinging here. I'm going to go ahead and get in with my Falcon just to negate the 1 point of damage they're gaining over there. I still think we got plenty of blockers. Play the Line Breaker and pass. At this point, they probably are thinking that they've reached some sort of stabilized state. Ooh, yeah, they're gonna... Yeah, that looks like a really good play. I hope get them more things. You're gonna get to kill one of my 1/1s. Sleep. Yep, and that's that. Alright, thanks for joining everybody. If you enjoyed the video, remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Leave me a comment if you got anything to say. See y'all next time.